Hey everybody. Okay, second one is built. That right there is the first one. This is the second one. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's take a quick look and see what our tilt is. It should be right about the same. See, we're at 21.2, 21.3. Alright, so 21.2. Okay. If it's off a degree or two, it's not going to hurt anything. Hang on, I gotta get it steady. 21.3. That's not bad. That's good enough. Like I said, had one been 21 or 22, it's not gonna make that big of a difference. Because when you put the panels on top, it'll kind of level it out. And also, I know my roof has a little bit of a little dip in one area where one of these legs is gonna be. So I may have to actually put something underneath that leg there on that right side. But other than that, the way this is going to work, let me get my tape measure, is I'm probably going to have a gap of about, I'm going to say about 4 feet. Maybe 50 inches, 48 or 50. I haven't decided yet. I'll know when I get up there how it's going to look, but that's it. I have these little legs here in case someone does ask. You do not want to mount this leg here, this big leg, directly to here, because when you go to pivot it, it's going to dig into it. So, dig into the roof, because I have a flat roof, or just dig into this pier here, just because it sits so low. So that's the only reason why this leg is here, just to keep that from happening. And plus, it gives you a little more adjustment as well. This stuff is pretty strong. It's a lot stronger than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty dang heavy too. So shouldn't be any needing for ballasting or whatnot, because those panels are about 45 pounds a piece. So that's pretty much about it, guys. It was done. It took me a couple hours, to put it all together and draw the holes and whatnot, and with interruptions, phone ringing and whatnot. But pretty straightforward. We'll see how it goes. When I do put them on the roof, I can tell you this much right now. This bar is coming off. This bar is coming off as well. I can take all this here, including that little leg and these two little piers. That can just be put up on the roof, no problem. But I am not going to even attempt it with this, just because it's just probably not a good idea, because it's just kind of a funky shape. Also, one thing I am going to make a change on, as you see, I have a hole drilled all the way through here, but I didn't use it. This is just to hold it in place for now. What I'm going to do is get some probably 4.5 or 5 inch grade 8 bolts like this. I'm going to come all the way through on the top ones, just because gives it a little more strength, I think, and a little more stability. I did have a bolt that I used. I noticed it was a little more stable, but other than that, it's done. Like I said, this is 4 10-foot pieces of this, which I cut to fit. The Unipiers, I think they're UP-BK. Those were, I think, $3 or $4 each, and they actually have a capture nut into them. All grade 8 hardware. I double washered these guys here, flat washers, and the reason why is because if you only use one, that bolt is going to be in there, and you're not going to be able to get, if you have a ratchet wrench like this, you're not going to be able to get in there and tighten it up, and you sure can't get a socket in there. I know they make a little tool for it, but just put on a couple flat washers, like that right there, and that's good enough to push it out. So that's done all the way, on all these points, except for that one down there. I put a big fat washer on the 4 piers, but that's about it. I'm probably not going to connect these guys together. I mean, one guy at the store was saying you could run a bar across this way on the front and the back, or connect it up somewhere in the middle. Not sure I'm going to do that yet. Where I'm at, we don't really have a whole lot of wind. I mean, I'm in the Bay Area, and we do get a little bit of wind, but nothing like, you know, the Santa Ana's down in SoCal. So I'm not too worried about this thing blowing off. Plus, this right here probably weighs, I'd say, 25 to 35 pounds, and I'm going to put almost 100 pounds of panels, you know, on top of it. So I don't think it's going to go anywhere. That's pretty much about it, guys. It's done. I think total time I got with cutting is 4 hours from start to finish, and that's with a boatload of interruptions. You know, kids. Other than that, let's just go over here and take a quick look and see how our little solar is doing. It's getting late in the afternoon, and yeah, not too bad. 9:10. Everything's doing good. I actually did my test. I ran this thing down to 57% and charged them back up. You know, just give them a little monthly maintenance. You know, exercise them once every month, 6 weeks. But that's it, guys. So here's part 2. Part 3, what I'm going to have to do is I got to do some wiring too. I've got 2 50-foot extensions I need to run from this rack all the way to my combiner box, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to actually go underneath my other array, my flat roof array. So I'll just series them up here. Like this panel will be series up to this guy. I'll pull the negative off of this guy and the positive off of this guy, or you know, negative off of that guy and positive off of this guy, whichever one. And we'll wire them up. And what I'll do is I'll just zip tie them right here to the side. You know, zip tie it around a couple, 2, 3 places, keep it stable, and just go right out that way. Go. This is going to be right behind my other array. So, but that's it, guys. I'll go ahead and put this video up. You can have a look at it. Like I said, it's pretty simple. And what I'll do is there is a PDF that Unistrut has, and I'll try to show that next time. I think I can print that out and show it to you. They actually have a solar tilt leg, adjustable tilt leg that they do, and the place I got this strut from, I was telling them about it, and he said, hey, send me that, because they may actually make it into a kit, because they get a lot of people coming in for solar, and you know, this is kind of a fixed leg here, and they want to be able to adjust it, and they have things for that. So he's looking into that for me to see you know, how much, you know, it would be to put it together, like how much would the quote-unquote kit be, you know, for say 2 panels or vice versa. So alright, guys, you have a good one. I'll put this up, and part 3 will be me hauling this stuff up on the roof. Have a good one.